Hello, my name is John Oppel, and today I will be discussing the impact of scientific computing and computational science. They're pretty much the same thing. Scientific computing is a rapidly growing multidisciplinary field that uses advanced computing capabilities to understand and solve complex problems. And right here in my animation, you can see the image that comes up right after this that pretty much supports it. And in other words, it is like solving calculations. Scientific computing and computational science contains numerous advantages and a bunch of different methods and algorithms. On this page, I will be explaining the purpose of scientific computing and computational science. Scientific computing has a primary purpose, and that is to compute numerical approximations when solutions do not exist. The image right here on the right shows that many people use the process of scientific computing. It also has other purposes, which is explained in my paragraph here. Computational science allows people to do many things that were difficult from previously. It also helps us to understand things better. This image here on the left shows the data being processed through scientific computing and computational science. In this video right here, it's a long video, but it shows a lot of mathematical purposes for scientific computing. And I'll play and just browse through to show what I mean.
Is to compute a Wilkinson or phase integrate then of T spring by a few things is the only way or practical way to go. There are a number of building blocks that one can use for.
The next thing I will be discussing are effects and impacts of computational science and scientific computing. There are many different good benefits for scientific computing and computational science. Computational science uses advanced computing and data analysis to gain a better understanding and to solve complex problems. One of the harmful benefits are how the programming cannot compute. And with that, it can change the results to trip a program, causing a miscalculation in the computing. And the image right here shows that there were many people that were using the scientific computing to process data. There are many advanced impacts for scientific computing and computational science on society, the economy, and culture. And abstraction is the big key for society because it has influenced the research agenda of all science and engineering disciplines on society. Computational science has an impact on the economy through computational economics. And the impact on culture is like when there are new developments of new technology. And right here on this image is like kind of like how computational science and scientific computing impacts society. And right here is a survey analysis of the many responses I had from many people. And right here is a YouTube video of a person I interviewed at URI. And I'm going to play it now.
computational science, where it would be nowhere near where we are as a society today.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Everything that you do is made incredibly easier by using computers.
Like, is there anything else you'd like to say of like what you think about it?
Using computers is like the greatest thing ever, and whoever invented it.
Let me scroll down. Can you like try to run it at least? Like do a run simulation?
And see if it'll work.
Okay.
Scientific computing and computational science has impacted some fields other than computer science. And one of the big fields that I think it impacts the most is math, because computing means calculating through computer, and scientific computing involves solving scientific problems and the numerous applications that are mentioned in part B of my script. Like, see, all the applications explained. The next thing I will be discussing are the technical aspects. Users interact with scientific computing and computational science in many ways, like, for example, programming and processing encrypted codes. And sometimes they become computational scientists, which means someone who is skilled in scientific computing. And the user can either be a scientist, an engineer, or an applied mathematician. In this image on the right just shows a cover of a textbook of how the user understands scientific computing. Scientific computing and computational science incorporates the big ideas of abstraction, algorithms, programming, and the internet. They are explained well right here in bullets. And the image right here shows that it's like the algorithms are running through scientific computing. I will now be discussing the relationship to data. Scientific computing and computational science can consume data when the data gets programmed and processed, because it is being ran through a computer. The data can also be produced and transformed if the person is using the math program called MATLAB. And the image right here shows the data that is being transformed. Okay. For data concerns, one of my storage concerns were how much space scientific computing and computational science processing can take on a computer. And for data privacy, if the process is misused and used for hacking into restricted computers and machines. And for my security concerns, like when a scientific computing and computational science coding is being processed, the data can sometimes be scrambled and cause computers to crash. In the image on the left right here, it shows data being stored. This is my reference page here with all the sources that I found on the internet about scientific computing and computational science. The source that was most helpful to me was this Wikipedia source. And see, most of my answers found. And if you're all wondering how I created the sites with some style, was I created a style sheet using HTML, like here for example. All the styles here on each different page I created. And I created my banner and animation on Pixlr, and I found most of the images on Google. And when you click on the banner, it'll take you straight back to the home page. And that right here is my animation. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and for more information, just go to my website, which will be displayed at the very end. I hope you all enjoyed this. Goodbye.